All right, football fans, how are we doing on this fine Friday? My apologies for getting the picks video out a day late. Last week, it's not, it's not good. It's not good. Last week I was 6-9, so brings my total for the season to 53-40, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Again, I'm missing some games here. Who in their right mind was picking the Falcons? Come on now, okay. Um, and then I took some chances. Well, I picked the Ravens, right? I admittedly picked the Jets because I thought eventually they'd win a game. They can't close. They can't go. I picked the Eagles. Who's picking the Giants to beat the Eagles? You see what I mean? So in my defense, some of these teams just suck. So brings the season total to 53-40. My worst pick was, of course, I picked the Bills to beat the Falcons, which and that did not happen. I got pretty close. So my best pick, I picked Steelers 23, Browns 13, and it was 23-9. So now last night I did make a community post that I had picked the Steelers 34, Bengals 28. And as you know, I got that one wrong, but we'll deal with that next week. But I wasn't too far off. So, what we have next up are the Jaguars and the Rams. I'm picking the Jags 19-16 because it seems like every location that the NFL goes and plays one of these morning games in some other country, it seems like every other time it's the Jaguars. So we're actually going to consider this a home game for Jacksonville, 19-16 over the Rams. Next up, I got the Eagles and the Vikings. Now, look, I'm picking the Eagles 24, Vikings 19. It could very well not happen, okay? But if I had to bet money, I would pick the Eagles. You're not going to really generally bet against the Eagles. And the Vikings are too damn inconsistent to pick on. But at the same point, I don't have a whole lot of confidence. Actually, after the last 2 weeks, I don't have any confidence, period. Next up, I got the Panthers and the Jets. Now, I'm not going to do anything stupid here and pick the Jets again. The Panthers have actually won at least 2 straight, right? Did they win the week before they played the Dolphins? Don't know. Don't care. Panthers 34, Jets 14. The Jets are aiming for that number 1 pick in the draft. That's obvious. Then we've got the Browns and the Dolphins. So that's 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, however many weeks in a row it is that I've picked the Dolphins to lose, and they're losing. So I'm going to do it again. Browns 24, Dolphins 17. Now, that's kind of a bit of a spite pick on my part because I would like to see things get blown up. Apparently, speaking of blowing up, it's supposed to be like 50, maybe 60 mile an hour wind gusts during the game. I don't really. There's a part of me that's like, are they really going to lose to the Browns? Like, come on, bro, right? But I'm picking the Browns because if there's any team that could lose to the Browns other than the Jets, it's the Dolphins. Where was I? Bears and Saints, yeah. Next up, we got the Bears and the Saints. I was rudely interrupted by my laptop, so that's why we had to cut into the video. So we got the Bears and the Saints. You could put this in the category with the Jaguars and the Rams. Nobody knows what these teams are. The NFL has turned into such a basket of mediocrity. It's depressing. The Bears are in the playoff picture. They're in the playoff discussion. They're not going to make the playoffs, but you cannot look at the playoffs and discount them. You cannot say, they're out of it. They're not. It is what it is. Bears 21, Saints 18. Next up, we got the Chiefs and the Raiders. Now, I hate picking the Chiefs, but the Raiders screwed me last week. So Chiefs 27, Raiders 21. Are the Chiefs back? I don't know. Part of what I'd like to see my Dolphins do, because let's face it, we need to completely blow it up. And if we could blow it up while also sending the rest of the league into chaotic hell, I wouldn't mind that either. So I wouldn't mind sending Waddle and Etienne to the Chiefs just to piss everybody off. Next up, we've got the Colts and the Chargers. There's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. I'm picking the Colts 39-35 just because the Chargers beat my Dolphins, and that sucks. Next up, got the Broncos and the Giants. There's two things when either one of these two teams play. Number one, it's not going to be a lot of points scored. And number two, don't trust the Giants to lose. I'm picking the Broncos. Broncos 17, Giants 16. Next up are the Packers and the Cardinals. Now, Tom Grossi had a stream last night, and I watched the end of it. And it was quite the interesting, let's just say, charity that he chose to pick. I'm not going to go off on a political rant, but it kind of disappointed me that he picked the political charity. I'm still picking the Packers 23, Cardinals 16. But I'm a little bit disappointed, and I didn't watch his reaction videos this morning. Next up, we got the Cowboys 40, Commanders 37. I didn't even pause on that. I just read the score like a dumbass. There should be a lot of points scored. Dak Prescott is now my quarterback, so therefore the Cowboys should keep winning. Next up, we've got the 49ers and the Falcons. 49ers somehow, some way, just continue to find ways to win games because they're a well-coached team and they're not everything's not revolved around your Dolphins, Jaws. It's just not everything revolves around the Dolphins. Although I will say that the Dolphins downslide started when Brock Purdy came onto the field while Kyle and I were streaming the game, and Kyle looked at the screen and pointed and said, Brock Purdy. 49ers, 21, Falcons, 17. But don't trust the Falcons to lose either. Next up, we got the Lions and the Buccaneers. The more the Lions lose, the better we look as Dolphins. See, I bring it back to the Dolphins every time. I want the Lions to do good, so we look bad for letting Dan Campbell go. Lions, 28, Buccaneers, 24. Wish we had Baker Mayfield. And the last game of the week is a game that absolutely nobody but 5 people will be watching because it starts at 10 o'clock at night, the Seahawks and the Texans. Now, you're going to have to stay up till kind of 1 o'clock, maybe even 1:30 if this game goes long to see these two teams. I hope you don't get your news from a newspaper because the score won't be there in the morning. Seahawks 27, Texans 15. So like I said, my total so far is 53-40, which isn't so bad, right? If I had been betting even across the board, I would have made a couple of bucks. Not the end of the world. So that's it, short and sweet. And hey, look, anything can happen. Can the Dolphins beat the Browns? Sure. Do I want them to beat the Browns? No. I want chaos. I want it. I want to blow it up. I want to get around. What did I pick? I picked Browns 24, Dolphins 17. That's too close. That's my pick. But what I would like to see is like 44-7. I want to see them wipe the floor with us. Yeah. All right. Dolphin fans, I have no good news for you.